Often, when people want to start a blog, they start doing all kinds of research on web hosting and content management systems and themes and plugins and all of the technology without taking time to think about a content strategy. Don't worry, we will cover all that stuff, but it's important to remember that technology is just a tool. It's not the destination. Your number one concern when you start a blog should be your content, because that's what people want from you. Nobody's going to read your blog just because you have a cool WordPress theme. Design is important, yes, but your content has to come first. The first part of developing a content strategy is choosing a niche. In other words, committing to a specific topic or a specific audience that you want to serve. Now, this can be scary. A lot of people, as they're starting out, kind of want to appeal to everyone. But the fact is, focusing on a specific topic will allow you to position yourself as an expert and grow a lot more quickly than if you try to be everything for everyone. When you choose a topic, you'll want to find something that's just specific enough for you to carve out an audience for yourself, but broad enough that a large enough audience actually exists. And more importantly, you want something that you're going to be able to write about on a consistent basis. So ideally, it'll be something you're knowledgeable or passionate about. So for example, the first blog that I had real success with covered technology with a specific focus on innovation and startup companies. I've always liked technology and I've always had entrepreneurial tendencies, so it was a really natural fit. It's not always that easy though. A lot of people just don't know where to begin, and that's okay. We're going to go over a couple of approaches that you can use to find your perfect niche. First of all, start with things you're interested in or passionate about. So when I say that, you may have one or two things that pop into your mind right away, which is great, but you may be totally blanking, which is fine as well. If that's the case, there are some really effective ways to uncover what it is you're passionate about. And the first one is following the money. If you do a lot of online shopping, say on Amazon, for example, go to your order history and take a look at the kinds of things you're buying on a regular basis. Recreational things. Often, these will point to a particular interest of yours that could translate to a blogging niche. If you like to read, take a look at the books you own. You may notice some patterns there. If you watch a lot of videos on YouTube, same thing. Go into your YouTube history and look at what types of videos you're watching. You can also learn a lot by paying attention to how you spend your time, specifically your free time when you don't have any set obligations. What do you do for fun? Maybe you take photos, maybe you play video games, maybe you go out to concerts. All of these things could work as potential blogging niches. Once you've got some interests and passions in mind, it's also a good idea to take inventory of your current skills and expertise. Things you're already good at or knowledgeable about are excellent candidates for blogging niches because these are the areas where you can provide additional value where the average person cannot. So think about your professional background, your education, any certifications you have, your hobbies, your experiences, and try to hone in on your unique skills. One of them may end up being your perfect niche. If you don't want to commit to a single topic, you can get similar results by committing to a particular audience with a particular worldview. So instead of writing about one singular topic, you can write about a variety of topics that matter to people who share a certain mindset or worldview. For example, Maria Popova writes an excellent blog called Brain Pickings. And what she does is she reads books, lots and lots of books. And on her blog, she shares insights and things she's learned from reading those books, often drawing parallels between different authors and different time periods, things like that. The topic of each post is unique, but she fundamentally appeals to curious, creative people who tend to be lifelong learners. That's her niche. It's just based on an audience instead of a topic. So it's up to you. Choose a topic, choose a worldview, or choose nothing at all. But understand that a more specific focus will allow you to grow more quickly and ultimately monetize more effectively. Once you've settled on a niche, it's time to think about the types of content you'll be creating and what people will gain from it. Most content serves one of four main purposes: entertainment, education, persuasion, or conversion. Entertainment is obviously meant to entertain people. Educational content explains or teaches the reader something. Persuasive content makes arguments for a particular position or viewpoint. And conversion entices people to buy or take some other action. You can apply those purposes to various content formats like lists, how-to guides, news articles, reviews, thought and opinion pieces, interviews, case studies, and so on. Later in the course, we'll dive a lot deeper into content strategy, but I wanted to get you thinking about it right out of the gate because content strategy is a lot more important than what WordPress theme you use. Ultimately, the most important question to answer is this: how and to whom will you provide value? Who is your audience, and what will your content do to improve their lives?